are great, am I right? I mean, they allow you to connect with other people all over the world. And your friends and family are just a phone call away. But no matter how beneficial they are, there are still some scary moments that phones can bring if you dial certain numbers. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. Hey YouTube, I'm Court McGinley and welcome back to the most amazing top 5. Sit back, subscribe, and let me entertain you. Before we get started, I want to know, what are you most afraid of? Let me know your answers down in the comments. I am terrified of masks, so yeah, that's mine. If you're into spooky videos, then make sure you give this video a big thumbs up and I'll know to make more videos like this. Okay, without further ado, let's get started. This is our list of the top 5 phone numbers you should never call. In at number 5, Freddy Krueger Hotline. Yeah, just by the name alone, I'm not going to be calling this number. Apparently, if you call 1-900-909-FRED, you can experience your very own Nightmare on Elm Street. Who the heck would want to do that? This first flashed across TV screens in the 1980s. Apparently, they wanted to terrify all of the children. If you call this number, you're supposedly able to talk and hear horror stories brought about by Freddy Krueger. Now, I'm not a chicken, so I called this number. But when I did, it said, "Fortunately, we cannot complete this call as dialed." Yeah, fortunately is right. I guess it's been disconnected since the 80s. But this is probably good news since you'd have to pay per minute to hear this tale. At number 4, Al Grandpa Munster Lewis Vampire. So with Edward Cullen coming onto the scene, we no longer are scared of vampires, right? They're just guys with pointy teeth that shine in the sun. But several years ago, before Edward had his swooning, these immortals were able to terrify children and adults alike. That's when Grandpa Munster was around. If you really want to know how vampires suck blood and how scary they were, then you're supposed to call 1-900-909-4300. Let's give it a try. Okay, let's give this a try. So punched in the number, let's see what we get.
Unfortunately, we cannot complete your call as dialed.
Okay. I guess this vampire must be hanging out with Freddy because we can't seem to get a hold of either of them. In at number 3, UFO Hotline. Number of hands. Who here believes in aliens? Okay, I can see a few out there. Well, what if I told you there was a hotline that you could call that allows you to connect with these unworldly beings and talk to them? The number is 1-900-909-UFOs. Well, at least it was a number that you could call 30 years ago. But it seems aliens have traveled further away and the call can no longer be completed as dialed, which is probably for the best because this is probably one of the scariest calls you'll ever make in your life. Coming in our number 2 spot, Call of Death. According to an urban legend in Thailand, 99999 is a cursed number. If you call it, you're supposed to make a wish. Your wish will end up being granted. However, you will soon after die in a freak accident. Yeah, I don't mess around with that stuff. I called the other numbers on this list for you guys, but this one I'm not gonna do it. And as this list title says, you guys should never call this number either. You don't play around with that kind of stuff. In at number 1, 666. In the US, there is an urban legend about the phone number 666. Apparently they say if you call it, you will contact the devil. Again, not trying this one. Definitely don't want to connect with the leader of the underworld. No, thank you. There are a few videos of people up on YouTube who have dialed this number. In some of the videos, nothing really happens. In others, you can hear eerie music playing in the distance. And in one, there's satanic music playing. Yeah, this is just too scary. I definitely wouldn't test my luck with this one. Well, there you go. That's our list of the top 5 phone numbers you should never call. Thank you guys for watching. Please don't call any of these numbers. Resist that urge, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.